everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is...
All right, Larry. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. On 1st and 10, Copeland throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Copeland got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Finds a tight end in the middle of the field. Just a simple stick route. Decent game. Doesn't get you a whole lot, but it's pretty reliable, isn't it?
And tough to defend. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
To throw on 3rd down. Copeland keeps him, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
3rd down now following the run. One, but incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to throw. Copeland. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
We're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Looking to throw. Copeland. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Copeland got his man complete over the middle. It's Simmons. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
Back to throw. Copeland. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 57 yards.
And that was his first of the year, and I'll bet he's as surprised as anyone that he hasn't scored more. But what happens a lot of the time is if you haven't scored in the beginning, once you get that first one, they tend to come in bunches. That is football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. 3-19.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And before the punt, time is going to run out on this first quarter. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Dodges him at the 50. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
Over the middle, complete. That's Simmons. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. The play fake. Copeland. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Harvey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation, but you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
toss. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They run a draw here on second down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Green 39! Green 39!
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Looking to throw. Copeland, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw on second down. Copeland. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Watch time. Tight end right. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, it's Harvey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll set up a throw. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. On third down, that's Fisher, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Saints haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Panthers have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Set up now, 3rd and 7. Quick pass and completion is made here, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Panthers go up by 4. Saints on 2nd and 7. It's a sack and a fumble here. Panthers recover the ball and return it for a touchdown. The Panthers go up by 11. 1st and 10. Avrill's got to get the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 7. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to New Orleans for the start of the second half.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Room here to run. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding some. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun, Copeland. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
To throw on 2nd down, Copeland. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 5 on the play there. And that leads to a New Orleans 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Copeland. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Copeland. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Play action. Copeland. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Operating from the gun. Copeland. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down. Copeland got his man complete over the middle. It's Simmons. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down. Copeland over the middle, complete. That's Simmons. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there at 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st down, Copeland. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to throw. Copeland. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Looking to throw. Copeland. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Here we go. No. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, The loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.